My name is Catherine Jilks, and I am the Education Outreach Coordinator at Heritage Saskatchewan. One of my main roles is coordinating the Heritage Fairs and High School Heritage Challenge programs in the province. The Heritage Fairs program is for students in grades 4 through 8, and it is open to any student in those grades in Saskatchewan. Students start with researching a topic that relates to Canada in some way. They prepare a project to present. How that presentation looks can vary widely, but display boards are one of the most common methods used. Students may present that project just to their teacher as a class project, or they may share that project with a larger audience through our network of in-person and online contests. The Heritage Fairs program begins with teachers helping their students to select topics, guiding them through the research process, and assisting them to prepare their projects and presentations. How much work students are expected to do in class versus at home is at their teacher's discretion. It is also possible for students to participate independently, especially in the virtual Heritage Fair. Once students are done their projects, they often present them in class or in a school-wide Heritage Fair. Some schools choose to do the Heritage Fairs as a local event only, but we encourage teachers to consider participating in the wider program. For a detailed schedule of timelines and event dates and to register classes, please visit the Heritage Saskatchewan website. For the in-person regional fairs, there are 2 registration deadlines. One for teachers to register their classes or schools in general as a declaration of intention to participate, and a second to register individual students for the actual events. For the virtual Heritage Fair and the High School Heritage Challenge, there is only a deadline for project submission. While there is no requirement to register for the virtual Heritage Fair or the High School Heritage Challenge, we encourage teachers to do so to receive regular updates about the program. For example, reminders and deadline changes. And Heritage Saskatchewan can better follow up regarding the whereabouts of virtual projects. The judging process is similar throughout all of the Heritage Fairs. 3 judges independently view each project presentation, whether in person or online, and the scores are averaged. The higher their average score, the more likely students are to be selected to advance to the Provincial Heritage Fair or to receive awards and prizes. Judges' scores are based on students' research, such as factual accuracy, as well as their historical thinking, communication, and creativity.
For people wondering, why should I do Heritage Fairs? Definitely, it's the best opportunity for you to get out of your shell, to go see the world, to go explore different topics that you might not have been interested in. I know that for me, it's been extremely helpful in becoming who I am today. Having the confidence to go out, to go meet different people, to go seize the opportunities that life presents you. If I was a student, again, the Heritage Fairs is one opportunity that I would definitely repeat.
I really liked just presenting and speaking to people about topics that I was very passionate about. That was amazing and definitely worth all the work.
Heritage Fair fulfills so many curriculum outcomes, in English language arts especially, with the different outcomes that are there, but also social studies as well. So it covers so many things that sometimes a person, teachers look at it and go, well, you're just doing Heritage Fair, then how do you cover everything else? It's like, well, with Heritage Fair, it covers so many things.
To conclude, projects can vary widely in shape. They can be display boards, written reports, videos, slideshow presentations, models, dioramas, artifacts, photos, games, poetry, or a combination of any of those. For specific information about projects, please see our website, where we have free downloadable booklets in English and French, as well as frequently asked questions sections. We also have a whole video series about how to create virtual Heritage Fair projects. That series is aimed at both students and educators. Ultimately, the Heritage Fairs and High School Heritage Challenge are about telling stories. Whose stories are being told about Canada? How have these stories changed? What values and traditions are being passed on? What languages are being used? How are we facing truth and reconciliation? How do we in Canada, in Saskatchewan, in our respective communities see ourselves? How do others see us? How do the students see themselves? In sharing these stories, students not only learn, but teach. Every year, judges tell me that they've learned something new or gained a new perspective. Students get the chance to share their stories beyond their classrooms. Thank you for watching and listening today. I hope that you will share our program throughout your communities and school divisions.